Let Sean know.
Check, 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 check. They are going to pull, but that's a practice pull. Hey everybody, this is Sean Holman with Diesel Power Challenge, and we are here at the beautiful Bandimere Speedway in Colorado, and this is day 5 of Diesel Power Challenge. Final event, the sled pull. As you can see behind me, they're getting the track set. This is going to be a practice run. But in the meantime, we have a ton of recap videos from earlier in the week from all of our different events that we're going to show you, as well as some commercials. So we'll be back to you live here with the sled pull in just a little bit.
I want to compete in Diesel Power Challenge from the sheer aspect to show people that it doesn't take a $100,000 truck or a truck that looks perfect to do it.
It's been a dream of mine since I started making power with the truck, honestly. You know, kind of get bit by the diesel bug, you know, and you start making power, and then all of a sudden you see other people doing it, you know, just kind of you just kind of get addicted to it. So
I've been watching it for the past, I don't know, 5 or 6 years. It always looked like a lot of fun. We started getting into diesels, and it was something that we always wanted to do, and yeah.
I just wanted to come out and take on the monster, I suppose.
I've been watching it for probably the last 5 or 6 years or so, and entered. This will be the 3rd year that we entered, and we would have been the last chance that we would have had, because we ordered. We've got a fiberglass clip for it, and we were going to strip everything we could, shed some weight. And
my real good friend Ray McClellan was in it in 16. He was in it, we talked about it, and we've always been back and forth with the trucks and everything. And last year we were here, and I was actually on Shane Merriman's team. Well, when I was here on the team with him, we were talking about like how fun would it be to come back again, but like, you know, actually like, me be part of it this time and do everything.
For years I've been following it, and finally I was like, you know what, let me just send in the ballot and see what happens, and I ended up getting selected, and somehow I got voted in, so pretty exciting.
Just watched it previous years, like elevation, always wanted to try it, so.
I'm looking forward to seeing what the truck will do, and seeing if they're showing that a 12 valve can still compete and still do just as well as all these common rails, and maybe even better.
With all these new common rail guys and stuff, and I got a lot of guys who kind of follow me around, and I wanted to see if it was possible to hang, I guess, you know, with where I'm at, and see what happens. See if I can keep the truck together all week.
I'm just looking forward to having a good time. Looking forward to, just, keep the truck together, make some friends, make some good memories, and hopefully walk away with, everything in one piece and winning this thing.
I'm actually just happy to be here, to be honest with you. I'm just looking for the event, and say it was exciting and fun last year. I'm just happy to be here and to defend the title and hang out with everyone.
I think it'll be a lot of fun. Test of how you drive your vehicle, how you know your vehicle, and how you put it together.
Just be consistent, and that's what I've even told some of the other competitors, like, be smart with the truck. That's what I'm going to do, is just be smart with the truck and just try to stay consistent through it all.
Diesel Power Challenge 2019!
Welcome to the 2019 Diesel Power Challenge presented by XDP. We've gathered 10 of the nation's toughest street-legal diesel trucks here once again just outside of Denver, Colorado, and we begin the action portion of the program here on the dyno at ATS Diesel Performance. We're going to line them up, we're going to run them down, and we're going to start with the defending champion of the event, Cody Pulliam. So the setup in this truck, we mentioned the nitrous. It's a single Borg-Warner S467 turbo. The single turbo trucks can sometimes struggle to light in the altitude. Here we go.
Sounds like head gasket, so we'll pull the head.
Well, it was the best sounding pull he made. So here we are underneath Rich Coker's truck at the end of the dyno day of the Diesel Power Challenge, and the reason we're doing that is because this is the guy that won the dyno day at the Diesel Power Challenge, and now you got the transmission out of it.
Yes, sir. We got to freshen up some clutches, be ready for tomorrow.
So you were ecstatic. You made one pull and literally knocked it out of the park. I mean, were the numbers more than you expected, what you had hoped? Just talk to me about that.
Actually, they were well above what we were hoping for. We only used the small jets. We had the big one on standby if we needed it, and we had a little bit more fuel available if we needed it. So fortunately, we didn't have to use it, and we're going into tomorrow pretty healthy.
So it's a good thing. This is basically kind of a preventative maintenance check on the transmission as opposed to some sort of catastrophic needing to be rebuilt.
Correct, yes.
Very cool. Well, you know, there's the old joke that if you fight one of us, you fight the whole trailer park. Well, as far as the Coker family goes, if you fight this guy, you fight his identical twin too. We're standing about 330 feet down the racetrack at Vandermeer Speedway, the halfway point for the 8th mile trailer tow that our competitors will participate in today at the 2019 Diesel Power Challenge presented by XDP. 660 feet never felt so long when you're trying to pull 6 tons at full throttle down a drag strip. Who breaks, who doesn't, and who wins? We're going to find out now.
That thing just roasting the tires as it goes down through the 8th mile. And Hartzell's truck, oh man. And there he is, rolls all the way in and puts the power to it. Very nicely done. Now he puts the power to it. Man alive, there's the wiggle. We'll watch that smoke clear up and find out when he's on the nitrous. He's going to get after it as Coker stands on the throttle. Here we go. The rear tire's breaking traction. About 100 feet into the run, he continues to pedal his way down the racetrack. And Richard Coker, 10.71.6. So when it comes to things that are easy to conceive about but tough to execute, quarter-mile drag racing is pretty close to the top of the list. We're at Vandermeer Speedway for the heads-up, side-by-side quarter-mile drag racing portion of the 2019 Diesel Power Challenge presented by XDP. Who's going to be better on the tree? That really doesn't matter. It's who's quickest to the finish line. That's where it's at. Flash to the tree. Whoa, Coker smokes the tires. As the two combatants, Ford versus Dodge, here in this first half of our semifinal round.
It looked like it was on fire.
Friend of the Girl Scout cookie box. I was just shoved it on there to kill the motor. Andrew McCain taking a bit of a moment to stage, perhaps a little gamesmanship here. McCain now leads on the throttle. Coker's truck perhaps getting a little warm, especially in the transmission. Coker is first to stage now. Very shallow, flickering the bulb. The tree flashes and off we go. Andrew McCain out of the starting line, blocks first. Will McCain not? He will not have enough to hold off Rich Coker, and Coker will cruise to another victory here in the 2019 Diesel Power Challenge.
So this seemingly random dispersion of cones behind me is the most diabolical test we have at the Diesel Power Challenge 2019 presented by XDP. It's the trailer towing obstacle course, and we remove horsepower from the equation, we remove raw, grunt, blunt force trauma from the equation, and put it all in the hands of the driver. For some, this will be a fun house. For others, it'll be a house of horrors.
Out of soot there, and you can hear the truck come up on the turbos, making some good speed into the first corner, is Seth Kuntz. A lot of horsepower here. He also told us earlier that he hadn't towed with this truck in 10 years. He makes it through the backup section with more speed than we've seen so far. See more of that kind of tail dragging stance here in this truck. Again, with the lift, it tends to exaggerate the weight. Sand Key with authority finishes up here.
When I'm running up a road at night, I want to be able to see way out there. When I'm climbing up a mountain pass, I want to be able to see what's on the other side when I top over that hill. Not only that, when I'm roaring down through some of these Baja roads, I want to be able to look way out there. You need that perception. KC provides the best, highest quality, maximum light. That's why I use KC's.
ARP, the ultimate fasteners for your diesel engine. From main studs to rod bolts to head studs, ARP outperforms and outlasts factory hardware. When failure is not an option, it's ARP-bolts.com.
What's going on, everybody? Here we are at the Kingdom of Fury Off-Road Tires, where we offer the greatest thing since sliced bread, Fury Off-Road Tires. Come on in, check it out. Now that I've got you guys here inside Fury, I want to introduce you to the new MT and RT series that we at Fury have to offer. Here's the new RT series that has highway efficiency but performs off-road at the same time. Fury's MT series tires that offers you a comfortable ride while going down the road, but giving you that aggressive look at the same time.
ATS Diesel has been setting the standard for excellence and innovation in diesel performance products for over 2 decades. So whether you're looking for performance, capability, or long-term reliability, ATS Diesel has the parts for your diesel engine and transmission that will ensure years of confidence in your truck in the most demanding environments. ATS Diesel, hard-working, American-made parts for hard-working American trucks.
From the street to the track, XDP is your true one-stop shop for diesel power and performance. You can count on XDP from the sale through the installation process to provide award-winning customer service and technical assistance. Our performance specialists are factory trained to provide you with the most accurate purchasing decision possible. Don't be fooled by other companies who claim to have a large selection of inventory. We stock what we sell, offering you the best price and fastest shipping times in the industry. XDP's 30-day $5 price beat guarantee means you'll never overpay. If you find a better price, we'll beat it, guaranteed. Visit us online at xdp.com or call 1-888-DIESEL-4 and see for yourself why XDP is the nation's largest diesel performance parts retailer.
Power like this can lead to major wear AMSOIL delivers powerful protection for critical components so you can harness that diesel power with confidence. How good is it? In 200-hour head-to-head testing against a leading diesel oil, AMSOIL provided long-lasting protection and kept cylinder liners looking like new. What good is all that power if your oil can't handle the load? Get your diesel the protection it needs at amsoil.com/diesel.
Traditional off-road LED lights have their limitations, so we set out to create a unique premium off-road light. The Pro 6 LED light was designed with a gravity reflective diode for unparalleled beam shape, light performance, and clarity. Our patented infinity ring system allows for easy transformation of the Pro 6 light bar between straight or curved light orientations. Lights are available in light bar systems ranging from 20 inches to 57-inch widths and everything in between. KC Highlights. Timeless design, legendary performance.
Get the power to the ground with a transmission upgrade kit from PPE. PPE Stage 4, 5, and 6 transmission upgrade kits feature heavy-duty clutches and steels, valve body enhancements, triple clutch torque converters, and more. These upgrades increase transmission holding power and improve shifting performance, allowing for a transmission capable of handling high-stress situations. Check them out today at ppediesel.com. PPE, innovations in diesel performance.
Cody Pulliam, number 1, 2004 Duramax.
Matt Meyer, number 2, 1997 F-250.
Billy Hartzell, number 3, 2008 Chevy Duramax.
Cody Lambert, truck number 4, 2006 Dodge Ram 3500.
Steven Lucetto, number 5, 06 Ram 2500.
Richard Coker, truck number 6, 2006 Chevrolet 2500 HD.
Brad Sankey, truck number 7, 2005 Chevy Silverado 2500 HD.
Andrew McCain, truck number 8, 2006 Dodge Ram 2500.
Darren Dutton, number 9, 2009 Ford F-350.
Seth Kuntz, number 10, 97 Dodge Ram 3500.
Yeah, Sean has a good idea.
banner's still here, is what it is.
Check, check. Test 1, 2. Check 1, 2.
Sorry about that. Just give me a count next time, though.
Hey everybody, this is Sean Holman, live from Bandimere Speedway for the 2019 Diesel Power Challenge presented by XDP. And thanks to UTI for our live stream here today. And as you can see, the sled is ready to go. The track has been prepped. We're about 5 minutes away from action. The random numbers have just been selected for who's running. And we've got 8 out of the 10 participants. So the 2 participants that won't be running this competition this afternoon will be last year's winner, Cody Pullum, and also Darren Dutton, who suffered from a blown 6.4 liter in his Ford Super Duty. So we are about 5 minutes away from action. The guys are driving down here right now. There'll be a quick meeting with the sled operator. So stick with us. We'll be back shortly for all that awesome sled pulling action here live from Bandimere Speedway in Denver, Colorado. Yeah.
My big battery just died, the one I just put in, so I'm going to swap that too. goal had to be 290, 295.
if you want, when I run down with you, dude, just chuck me your. So when you do the interview, you want. Okay, she's the one who blew up the front diff, right? Billy blew up the front diff too, right? Tripod, I'm like, where's my camera? Test 1 2, test 1 2. Test 1 2. All right, so we are just about at the start of Diesel Power Challenge 2019 Day 5, final competition, which is the sled pull here at beautiful Bandimere Speedway out in Denver, Colorado. And as you can see, our first contestant is Billy Hartzell in the 2500, and he'll be backing up the hill here, and we'll get a quick interview with him before he hooks up to the sled. Now, Billy's had a little bit of heartache this week. He blew up his front diff, was able to repair it. We'll talk to him about that a little bit. And he also had a bare block just a week or two ago, and got that thing built for Diesel Power Challenge. What's remarkable is the reality is he basically broke that engine in here at Diesel Power Challenge. So be curious to get his take and see how things are running. But Billy Hartzell, truck number 3, is our number 1 for the sled pull this afternoon. All right, Billy, you're first up in the sled pull. How you feeling?
Nervous.
Have you ever sled pulled before?
No, I haven't.
Is this the first time the truck's ever been hooked up to a sled?
Yep.
And you've had a little bit of an up and down week. I understand that this engine was a bare block just last week, so you essentially did your build-up and break-in of the engine was here for Diesel Power Challenge.
Every mile of it, every quarter mile, everything, every RPM. It was a whole break.
How many miles have you put on the truck since the beginning of the competition?
Probably about 70.
All right, so 70 really hardcore break-in miles.
Yeah, we're gonna seat them rings pretty good.
All right, and then we also heard that you broke your front differential, but were able to fix it. Well, tell us a little bit about that, and is the truck ready to go? Do you have four-wheel drive today?
I have four-wheel high right now. It currently isn't locking into four low, so at least I have something. But yeah, we broke yesterday on the trailer tow. So on the 8th mile, it just launched really hard when it came down. The diff literally sheared the fork, the collar, everything.
What's your strategy for the sled?
Roll into it nice and easy and then let it eat.
All right, brother. Well, good luck. We'll see you at the end.
Thank you.
Billy Hartzell, everybody. That's truck number 3, our first up in the sled pull this afternoon. All right, so we're live here with Billy Hartzell, and Billy, you told us that your strategy was to roll into it slow and let her eat. You only had 4 high, no 4 low, engine super new. You've never sled pulled before. The truck's never been hooked. How did you feel about your very first run?
I felt good. It felt great. I'm really excited about it, and go like 200 feet was awesome for suspension that wasn't set up. Truck wasn't set up for it. We didn't even try to set up for it because I knew there was nothing I could really do with how high the lift is. It felt awesome, and I think the rings are pretty much as seated in the engine these days.
What did you think about Diesel Power Challenge, and how was your week?
Overall, the event was cool. It was the best thing I've ever been a part of, honestly. As far as truck stuff goes, I mean, you can go to any car show you want. It's nothing compared to this at all. Any event I've ever been to is nothing like this. So it was worth every last minute of everything.
Congratulations on a pretty decent pull, especially for a truck that wasn't set up in your first time. I think you should be proud of yourself. And anything you want to say out there to our live stream audience?
Just want to thank everyone that stood behind me with this, everyone that's helped me. FTK, Innovative Auto Works, Performance, Performance Machining up in Newcastle, PA. Awesome.
Sounds like you had a really great team behind you. Congratulations on a great pull, and we'll see you later today.
Thank you.
Billy Hartzell from Moon Township, PA. No 8 Duramax, fully built engine, fully built trans. It's a big single charger, nitrous. So, I mean, pretty basic setup. S475 it was a custom turbo charger. We were gonna do compounds, and then we ran out of time. But I had a big single before when I blew up my engine. So we basically just rebuilt the turbo, put a whole new engine together, built the trans, lowered the truck 2.5 inches. It was on 7.5 inch lift, so we lowered it 2.5 inches, left it on 35s, and added some nitrous. We're gonna see what it does. Last year we were here, and I was actually on Shane Merriman's team. Well, when I was here on the team with him, we were talking about like how fun would it be to come back again, but actually me be part of it this time and do everything. Send it in, and as soon as we got the confirmation that it was actually a part of the voting, we got to work and did what we got to do to get the truck ready for this. Kind of seeing where the truck lies with all the different setups, with all the different competitors, seeing where we can fit my truck in with, basically where it belongs. Just trying to keep on top of the charger, trying to keep it alive. Because once you fall off on boost, it's, at elevation, 30% power loss, thin air. It's gonna be hard to bring the charger back up and get on top of it. Because once that charger comes alive, it's gonna get rowdy.
All right, so here we are with Steven Lucero in a 2006 Ram 2500, and my understanding is this thing has pretty much a stock long block that you built on top of just not too long ago, right? Was it last week or a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, it was a stock long block, 270,000 miles on it. Just added some big turbos to it. See if she'll hold.
I mean, it looks like you've had a pretty good week so far, right?
Yeah, pretty good. I'm really happy with how she held up.
Have you ever sled pulled before?
Never. First time.
First time, and sled's never been hooked up to the truck or anything like that?
Never.
How are you feeling right now?
Nervous. I'm nervous.
What's your strategy going into it? I'm sure you've talked to the other competitors and you have an idea and a game plan of what you want to do, but you've got those big honking turbos on there, and I'm guessing you're going to go 4 low, 4 high. What's the plan?
4 low and a lot of nitrous.
Ooh.
Not going to let out because.
Are you going for broke?
Yeah, basically. I mean, I got nothing to lose at this point, so if she lets go, she lets go.
All right, if you dump every bit of nitrous that's left in your bottles right now, how much nitrous are you dumping into this thing?
All the nitrous, all of it.
You'll have nothing left. And we're going to be seeing the show here at the sled pull.
Hopefully. Yep.
All right, brother. Well, good luck, and we'll see you at the end.
Thank you.
All right, you heard it first from Steven Lucero, truck number 5, which is actually truck number 2 in our sled pull today. all the nitrous.
Steven Lucero! Steven Lucero! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
This is not the rodeo, my friend. What were you doing on top of this bucking Bronco?
The suspension's set up for drag racing. So, I mean, I have no experience sled pulling, so we came in here not knowing much. So, I mean, we put some blocks in the back to kind of keep the axle kind of straight off the frame, but like I said, it's too hoppy.
I mean, you did pretty good, though. I saw you. You got into it, you got hoppy, let out, but then you got right back into it, and I was afraid that you weren't going to have enough momentum, but you pulled like another 50 feet after that.
Yeah, she did well. She surprised me.
Everything sounds like it's running great, too. I was worried about some U-joints shooting out the bottom of this thing, but sounds like everything was fine. What was your first experience sled pulling like?
It was a wild ride. Fun, adrenaline, yeah.
Well, congratulations on the first time you pulled a sled. Hopefully you've had a great week here at DPC, and looks like your truck held together all week, and I think that's something to be proud of.
Oh yeah, it was really fun.
Right on, man. We'll catch up with you later. Thank you.
Thanks, man.
All right, that's Steven Lucero in the number 5 2006 Ram 2500 Mega Cab with the 5.9 big turbos, nitrous, and a stock long block with 270,000 miles. And I guess that's why they call the Cummins the small block Chevy of the diesel world, because it's the engine of choice for a lot of people, and those things are just completely bulletproof. You can see an engine with that many miles on it just going through the torture that is Diesel Power Challenge. Pretty amazing week, and it looks like Steven's going to leave with a smile on his face.
Steven Lucero. I'm out of Las Cruces, New Mexico. It's a 06 5.9 Cummins. It's stock bottom end. It's got a compounds 7288 compounds, 200% over injectors, 10 mil extra G pump, big fuel, big air. It's backed up with a Firepunk Comp 3 transmission. Finally, I was like, you know what? Let me just send in the ballot and see what happens, and I ended up getting selected, and I somehow got voted in. So pretty exciting. Strong point is drag racing. I've drag raced in the NHRDA events. I've dynoed, so that's what I'm comfortable with. So I think that's what we can do good in. Truck's never been hooked up to a sled pull before, so kind of, I don't know what's gonna happen, to say the least. At least it's the last one. If we do some carnage, so be it.
From the street to the track, XDP is your true one-stop shop for diesel power and performance. You can count on XDP from the sale through the installation process to provide award-winning customer service and technical assistance. Our performance specialists are factory trained to provide you with the most accurate purchasing decision possible. Don't be fooled by other companies who claim to have a large selection of inventory. We stock what we sell, offering you the best price and fastest shipping times in the industry. XDP's 30-day $5 price beat guarantee means you'll never overpay. If you find a better price, we'll beat it, guaranteed. Visit us online at xdp.com or call 1-888-DIESEL-4 and see for yourself why XDP is the nation's largest diesel performance parts retailer.
Power like this can lead to major wear. AMSOIL delivers powerful protection for critical components so you can harness that diesel power with confidence. How good is it? In 200-hour head-to-head testing against a leading diesel oil, AMSOIL provided long-lasting protection and kept cylinder liners looking like new. What good is all that power if your oil can't handle the load? Get your diesel the protection it needs at amsoil.com/diesel.
Traditional off-road LED lights have their limitations, so we set out to create a unique premium off-road light. The Pro 6 LED light was designed with a gravity reflective diode for unparalleled beam shape, light performance, and clarity. Our patented infinity ring system allows for easy transformation of the Pro 6 light bar between straight or curved light orientations. Lights are available in light bar systems ranging from 20 inches to 57-inch widths and everything in between. KC Highlights, Timeless design, legendary performance.
Get the power to the ground with a transmission upgrade kit from PPE. PPE Stage 4, 5, and 6 transmission upgrade kits feature heavy-duty clutches and steels, valve body enhancements, triple clutch torque converters, and more. These upgrades increase transmission holding power and improve shifting performance, allowing for a transmission capable of handling high-stress situations. Check them out today at ppediesel.com. PPE, innovations in diesel performance.
All right, so here we are with Richard Coker, the 2006 2500 from Midland, Texas. This truck has been absolutely unstoppable all week. How are you feeling about the sled pull?
I'm a little nervous, never done it, but I think we got a decent game plan. We'll see how it works for us.
What's your strategy? I'm sure you've talked to the guys and kind of gotten the lay of the land and what to do. It's going to be high, low, roll into it, all out. What's your strategy?
We're going to do similar to what we did with trailer tow. We're going to leave fairly soft, just see how the pickup feels, and once I get to about 70 feet or so, we'll probably pour the beans to it and see what it does.
All right, well, we can't wait. We'll see you at the end of the run.
Absolutely, appreciate it. Richard Coker from Midland, Texas. It took a little bit to get prepared. Of course, everything waits to the last minute. Had two flats, only had one spare for the trailer. So we finished the trip with 4 tires on the trailer and unloaded the pickup and drove 2.5 hours to get here. So it was quite an adventure. It's a 2006 LBZ, regular cab. It's got a stage 2 SoCal diesel engine, compound turbos, 472 in the valley and a 91 millimeter up top. We've got 3 stages of nitrous on it, and we're just going to give it everything we can give it and see what happens, I guess. Just get a kick out of seeing all the different events and everybody pushing everything to the limit. I, for one, have never done a sled pull, so I think it'd be a lot of fun. Test of how you drive your vehicle, how you know your vehicle, and how you put it together. I would say we're pretty comfortable on the track and a little fresh on the dyno. Only been on the dyno twice, so I'd say the track probably gets the icing on the cake.
America! The fans out here at Diesel Power Challenge 19 are going crazy. Crazy for Richard Coker, your first run ever. Looks like you put on a show at the end there, but your first run didn't hook very well, so you reset. Got into your second run. Looks like you left the line a little softer. Got into it, got into bouncing. We saw some serious air, especially under those front tires. It looked like you got a little frustrated at the end and then just hammered down because, there was a show there at the end.
I tell you, I tried to get just another foot or two if I could. I don't know what the rest of the field's going to do, but I would like to try to stay on top if I could.
What did you think of your first sled pull?
Little bit. I tell you what, it makes me appreciate the guys that do it and do well at it. I'm definitely going to need a little practice.
Do you think you'll set this thing up for sled pulling? Has it chased you away from drag racing?
Well, it hadn't chased me away from drag racing, but I would like to start sled pulling a little bit, so we'll see what happens.
Very cool, man. Well, congratulations on an amazing week here at Diesel Power Challenge. This truck has been absolutely unbelievable and relatively bulletproof. I mean, you haven't had any major issues, right?
Knock on wood. We've done real well this week, and all we had to do is refresh the clutch and transmission, and that's it. So it's done very well.
All right, buddy. Congrats, and we'll catch up with you later today.
All right, thank y'all.
When I'm running up a road at night, I want to be able to see way out there. When I'm climbing up a mountain pass, I want to be able to see what's on the other side when I top over that hill. Not only that, when I'm roaring down through some of these Baja roads, I want to be able to look way out there. You need that perception. KC provides the best, highest quality, maximum light. That's why I use KC's.
ARP, the ultimate fasteners for your diesel engine. From main studs to rod bolts to head studs, ARP outperforms and outlasts factory hardware. When failure is not an option, it's ARP-bolts.com.
What's going on, everybody? Here we are at the Kingdom of Fury Off-Road Tires, where we offer the greatest thing since sliced bread, Fury Off-Road Tires. Come on in, check it out. Now that I've got you guys here inside Fury, I want to introduce you to the new MT and RT series that we at Fury have to offer. Here's the new RT series that has highway efficiency but performs off-road at the same time. Fury's MT Series tires that offers you a comfortable ride while going down the road, but giving you that aggressive look at the same time.
ATS Diesel has been setting the standard for excellence and innovation in diesel performance products for over 2 decades. So whether you're looking for performance, capability, or long-term reliability, ATS Diesel has the parts for your diesel engine and transmission that will ensure years of confidence in your truck in the most demanding environments. ATS Diesel, hard-working, American-made parts for hard-working American trucks.
My name is Brad Sankey. I am from Neenah, Wisconsin. The truck is a 2005 Chevy Silverado 2500, extended cab, short box, built motor, built trans, big fuel, big single from the Midwest. Went from a 75 mil, 75/87 to a 80/96 T6 flange. It's a turbine housing that doesn't spool well. I mean, at my elevation, it honestly drives great, but I live at 2,000 DA. And I think this morning it was right around 8,000 DA. I have not driven the truck out here yet, so should be fun. I want to compete in Diesel Power Challenge from the sheer aspect to show people that it doesn't take a $100,000 truck or a truck that looks perfect to do it. You know, my truck it's rusty, it's daily driver. I've been working towards building it for the last 4 years since I bought it. Show that the everyman.
All right, so here we are with truck number 7, Brad Sankey from Neenah. Is that where you're from?
Neenah, Wisconsin.
Neenah, Wisconsin. And how's your day going?
It's going all right till I saw the track. Looks pretty dry, pretty soft. Doesn't look like there's any traction there.
I'm guessing you're a veteran sled puller.
Once or twice a weekend.
A weekend?
Yep.
So the first 3 guys who have gone, none of them have ever sled pulled before. Yep. So now you're our first vet. What's your strategy coming into this event?
Try to keep it from hopping. I don't know if that's going to be possible with this track. It's that loose. So what's happening
it's loose and dry for sure.
Yeah, it's loose and dry. So the truck will build traction, then it slips, and then it grabs and slips and grabs and slips, and it does that over and over again.
Are you set up with any nitrous or anything in this truck?
No, I do not have the nitrous on. I have a small leak when I just went to crack the bottle, but nitrous will not help anyone on this track.
Are you planning on going in 4 high, 4 low?
4 low, 3rd gear.
All right, well, you heard it from the expert. Brad, we'll see you at the end.
All right, Michael, do.
Get on back.
You're good.
Hammer him on. Come on, inside.
All right, Brad Sankey, you've got the, over here, look at this. You got your peanut gallery, and they're all excited. How about let's hear it for Brad? Best run so far today. Check it out. All right, so you're our first veteran sled puller. You're by far the furthest. You almost made a full pull, came real close to the 300-foot mark. How did the run go in your mind? How did you feel about the pull?
Well, I didn't expect it to hop out at about 110 feet. That was not expected.
It looked like you controlled that pretty well because you could see it go, and then you backed off, but you got into it right as it gained traction, so you didn't have that oscillating hop. It seems like you controlled it pretty well.
I tried to.
What's the difference between this sled and the sleds back home?
It's not so much the sled; it's the track itself. That's really the main factor.
And how'd your truck do? How's everything with the? You hot right now?
Yeah. I mean, it usually runs 220, 230 at the end of a pull. We're 80-some degrees ambient, so usually when it's that hot, this truck will get hot. But you're running 2,100 degrees down the pulling track, it's going to get hot.
Well, heck of a run. Congratulations, and we'll catch you a little bit later.
Alrighty, thank you.
All right, Brad Sankey. He's so far the furthest pull after 4 trucks. Gage, what do you think of the sled pull competition so far?
So far, it's good, Sean. We're working with a lot of competitors who have never done this before. They have zero experience, and I guess you could say it's showing in some of the shorter distances and such, but then you have a veteran like Brad Sankey from Wisconsin, and he told me they do this 1 or 2 times every weekend during the summer, so it's hard. Coin of phrase, it's kind of hard to beat that. Maybe someone will, but that was very impressive just now.
Yeah, that was a great run, and so far longest, but we still have, I think, another 4 trucks to go today.
Yeah, there are 4 trucks queued up. Matt Meyer is queued up, and I think everybody in internet land, and especially here, wants to see how he makes out given the conditions that he had to work through. And Cody Lambert, the same thing. Both of those guys.
We'll be talking to those guys for sure.
Yeah,
and
they
get
both
their
put
story.
engines in their trucks and stuff. So we fingers crossed.
All right, man. Well, halfway through. All right, we'll see you guys shortly for the next pull.
My name is Matt Meyer. I'm from Readyville, Tennessee. It's a 97 F250. I've owned it for probably 15 years, and it's went from stock to step by step to where it is now. It's got full built motor, Carrillo rods on the bottom end, girdle plate. It's got I-Rate diesel fuel system on it. We also did the I-Rate diesel T4 and a 467.7 Borg Warner turbo. It's got 350 200cc full force injectors in it. Full billet Dorsey diesel stage 4 trans. I just put a Spearco intercooler in there, so for the elevation, hoping it'd help me with EGTs a little. And rear end's got a locker in it, traction bars I built at the house, and lots of spray. Pretty much every bolt on it's got my hands on it. So the biggest challenge is probably going to be the sled pull, just because you get one and done. So trying to figure out the track and figure out where I need to set the truck. We've sled pulled with it before, but we never had the one and done sort of thing. We can at least watch and see what we need to do to the track. So we've got some stuff with us. We're going to try to set it up as best we can for what we got and hope it doesn't hop. That's the big thing.
All right, here we are with Matt Meyer in the OBS Ford. Dude, you've been leaving parts all over this town for the last week. How is this thing even running still?
My crew. That's it. My crew, Amsoil, ATS, everybody's helped me. It's been awesome.
Let's run through your carnage. Do you have a carnage tally that you can go through real quick?
I can try. We got an hour. No, so we blew on the dyno. I sprayed too early. Blew a head gasket. I thought it was a head gasket, and it was. Our passenger side pulled it off, found a cracked piston. Went ahead and changed the piston and everything, so we had to pull the motor to do that. And then we checked the other side where we had it out, had another blown head gasket and another piston on the driver's side. So we changed that one as well. Then
why? Because one piston wasn't enough for you?
Yeah, because we were bored, you know, till 3 o'clock in the morning, nothing going on. And then we went to put the motor back in, and it wouldn't quite fit with the water pump, so I just decided to pull the water pump off. It's easy enough. Pull it off, and I found a piece of debris from the gasket in the water pump, and it cracked the front cover. So it was going to just dump water in the crankcase. So literally JB welded it and put Blue Devil in there and came yesterday. We raced, and when we raced, we sprayed it. The turbo said no about half track. Let out of it, got back into it again, and then it popped the turbo and actually threw the compressor wheel into my air filter. And just the truck was running away over on the side of the street, actually.
So explain this, because we probably talked about it yesterday, but for those who are attending the feed right now and didn't see yesterday, how did you stop your truck? Because there's actually a story that needs to be told here live. Okay, all right.
I have a Girl Scout cookie box in the back seat, and I had to run out, and I just pulled the filter off, and I took the Girl Scout cookie box and I shoved it over the intake to kill the motor because the key wouldn't.
Were there cookies in there at the time?
No, there's tools, unfortunately, but yeah.
So Girl Scout cookie box saved the day. Got the truck running. Everything looks like it's running fine now. Have you sled pulled before?
Yeah, we've done it before a few times. Not really without weights, so it's going to be different. But we tried to do everything we could to prevent a hop, but it's looking like everybody's having some trouble. So we're just going to try to do our best and get out of the hole, and I'd like to drive the truck back to the trailer.
What's your strategy? Are you going to be in 4 high, 4 low? How much boost? What are you thinking?
Definitely 4 low, coming out in second. Probably only going to leave it about 5-6 pounds and let it roll out, and then just slowly lay into it. Going to lock the converter, then going to drive it and see how it goes. So.
All right, well, clearly the most resilient truck and driver of Diesel Power Challenge. Congratulations on making it this far. Hope you have fun on this run, and we'll see you at the end.
Thank you very much. See you guys.
good? Okay, I just saw you pull your rear drive shaft out from under your truck and throw it in the bed, so you must be in front wheel drive right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it just broke the yoke on the differential. The drive shaft's actually fine, so we've got a yoke, so we'll just fix it, and we might even tow home. I don't know.
It sounds like it's running okay, right?
Yeah, it's not hurt. It's fine. So I put it on a low tune because I didn't want to hurt it, and watching everybody, it didn't look like a power track, so we were just trying to pull it away. And obviously, as soon as it got power, that's when.
Yeah, it looked like, you got a rough bounce on the first start, and then the second one you rolled out real nice, but as soon as you applied power, you're bouncing again. In fact, even with your solid front axle, you had so much deflection with the front wheels and your tie rod that it almost looked like a TTB truck. It was, and you should have seen the difference in the body line between the bed and the cab. It was pretty funny. So glad to see the old girl held together. I mean, you've got to feel pretty good. A lot of sleepless nights. I mean, you gave it 110% to have the Diesel Power Challenge experience.
Yeah, definitely. Coming out here with 97 7.3 liter and competing against all these other guys, it's been a treat. So we did, as far as I'm concerned, I did fine. We made it to the end. We're here. I'll pull it back on the trailer, and yeah, I'm happy. So I'm happy.
Awesome. Well, it almost feels like summer camp's ending here, the last day of
does.
Diesel Power Challenge. But congratulations on sticking out and getting the truck fixed over and over again. And I mean, this has got to be the most resilient truck in the field. And you got to love these old OBS Fords. Definitely, a lot of us they have a soft spot with us.
Yeah, I've got a lot of people watching me, so hopefully I did okay.
Yeah, man. Well, congratulations.
All right. Yep. Thanks.
When I'm running up a road at night, I want to be able to see way out there. When I'm climbing up a mountain pass, I want to be able to see what's on the other side when I top over that hill. Not only that, when I'm roaring down through some of these Baja roads, I want to be able to look way out there. You need that perception. KC provides the best, highest quality, maximum light. That's why I use KC's.
ARP, the ultimate fasteners for your diesel engine. From main studs to rod bolts to head studs, ARP outperforms and outlasts factory hardware. When failure is not an option, it's ARP-bolts.com.
What's going on, everybody? Here we are at the Kingdom of Fury Off-Road Tires, where we offer the greatest thing since sliced bread, Fury Off-Road Tires. Come on in, check it out. Now that I've got you guys here inside Fury, I want to introduce you to the new MT and RT series that we at Fury have to offer. Here's the new RT series that has highway efficiency but performs off-road at the same time. The Fury's MT series tires that offers you a comfortable ride while going down the road, but giving you that aggressive look at the same time.
ATS Diesel has been setting the standard for excellence and innovation in diesel performance products for over 2 decades. So whether you're looking for performance, capability, or long-term reliability, ATS Diesel has the parts for your diesel engine and transmission that will ensure years of confidence in your truck in the most demanding environments. ATS Diesel, hard-working, American-made parts for hard-working American trucks.
All right, I'm here with Andrew McCain from Ada, Ohio. And dude, this is a beautiful truck. This has got to be one of the cleanest rigs that's here. You obviously take a lot of pride in it.
I do. I hate to see what these rocks are going to do to it.
Have you ever sled pulled before?
Never.
So this week, you've done pretty well. The truck has done pretty well. You did have a torque converter issue at one point, right?
Yeah, in the finals in the drag racing, we just had a torque converter let loose on us, and it kind of killed our finals in the drag racing and our cone course performance.
And you were able to get it fixed. Truck's ready to go.
Yep, new transmission, new torque converter. It's all good to go, hopefully.
You probably could have gotten the Carnage Award if it weren't for that Matt Meyer guy.
Yeah, definitely. He's went through absolutely.
He went through ATS's entire parts department, I think, and
props to him. They were awesome getting that thing back together.
So how are you feeling about the sled pull?
I'm nervous. This thing, never been sled pulling. We've got another truck similar in the competition, and it didn't do so hot. So,
have you been talking to the guys? Do you have a strategy on what you want to do, and if so, what's that strategy?
We're going to try to just light it as quick as possible the first time, and if we don't like it by 60, we'll stop and try to ease out.
All right, brother, we're going to be watching, and we'll catch you at the end of your run. Have fun, and good luck.
Thank you.
That's Andrew McCain from Ada, Ohio, in his gorgeous 06 Ram Mega Cab. I don't know about you guys, but I'm digging the SRT hood on the old diesel, and looking forward to seeing what he does here. Gorgeous truck. Andrew McCain, dude, almost 250 feet or right around there. That's a heck of a run in this field. You were worried going into this after watching some of the other Rams pull. How are you feeling? You got to be pretty happy about that.
I am ecstatic with the pull this truck made. It came right on, and it was nitrous all the way from the start.
You know, we had one of our guys tell us that nitrous wasn't going to help on this course. What do you think?
It was the only thing that kept this going.
It looked like you had a little bit of some tire movement for your tire rods and stuff, and a little bit of hop, but it seems like you controlled it pretty well, and it didn't pose a problem for the truck or the run.
Just playing with the lockup switch and feathering a little bit, and it worked out for us. We didn't break anything that I know of yet, so hopefully she's good.
Not bad for your first time sled pulling, right?
Not bad. It's a rush.
Definitely in the top probably quarter of the field so far. Get this AC going. Yeah, right. Congratulations. And how was your week at Diesel Power Challenge?
It was awesome. It was awesome. We had a rough week before heading out, and we're just glad that we didn't break any more than we did.
It was all worth it?
It was worth it.
All right, well, now it's the last event of the day. You can take a deep breath. You're done. Event's over. Now you guys can just relax. It sounds like the truck's in good shape, so hard to imagine a better ending from this standpoint, right?
No. It's time to drink some beer.
All right, congratulations, brother.
I'm Andrew McCain from Ada, Ohio. I got it a few years ago. It's a 2006 2500 Mega Cab Dodge. When we found out that we was voted in, I was still in the process of putting an engine together, and we got it all together, everything mic'd and plastic gauged, everything checked out perfect on everything. Get it together, put about 5 miles on it, and it burnt starter up, starting it to go get it dyno tuned. So we changed starters, got it fired up, took it for a little rip, and it started pecking. So we ripped it apart, dropped the crank out of it, put a new crank in, new bearings, did some Dremel work on the rods and honed them. All the bearings look pretty good other than the one that spun on the rod. So we're kind of praying that that holds together. The drag racing's probably, that's what I do mostly with the truck. So that's kind of what I'm looking forward to. The turbos we have on it now, the 471.5 and 488, and those 400%s, they're kind of tricky to get lit out here. And if they work out, we get some tuning put in it that makes it a little better, and the nitrous, we should be strong in everything.
All right, I'm with Seth Kuntz from Jefferson, Georgia. All right, so you've got, this is like a relic, man. You're like out racing an antique. This is a 5.9 12-valve P-pump truck, right?
Yes, sir.
And, I mean, you've had a couple of little things this week. You had a torque converter, and then what do I hear about your crank?
Yeah, I had about 40 thousandths crank in play after the efficiency on Monday. We had to pull the pan, drop the crank far enough to slide a new bearing in, and then we changed the converter out because we thought maybe it was ballooning and pushing it forward. And then after the trailer obstacle course, I roasted that converter, hitting about $4,000 in reverse.
Oops.
There's no line pressure regulation in reverse, so it made the clutches drag and toasted them. So now it's got the converter we think was ballooning in it, and hopefully it, stays together. And
just need 5 more minutes, right? One more run, that's it.
Hit the hook and go and not have any issues.
Have you sled pulled before?
I have never in my life sled pulled.
All right, so you're one of our group of novices. I'm sure you've been talking to people. What is your strategy going into the sled pull?
I have a decent amount less power than these guys, so I'm gonna try and come out.
But dually, you may end up hooking better than some of these guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and come out pretty hard considering the power I have, and hard for me. Yeah. And kind of just wing it. I honestly don't
Well, as long as you have a smile on your face when you're doing it, we'll wish you good luck, and we'll see you at the end of the run.
I appreciate it, man. Thanks.
That's Seth Kuntz from Jefferson, Georgia. In a 97 Ram 3500 with a relic by today's standards, but really bulletproof 5.9 12-valve P-pump machine. These trucks are very cool, and it'll be interesting to see how Seth does on this run. He's never sled pulled before. We've had quite a few people that are novices, so we'll see how they do.
I'm Seth Kuntz. I'm from Jefferson, Georgia. It's a 97 Dodge 3500. It's a 12-valve. It's got a 47RE full manual transmission that we built with power-driven diesel 1,000 horsepower DIY kit. It's got a DPC quad disc converter. It's got HX40, HX60 compound setup that my brother and I built in our garage. Stock intercooler, water meth. I've never been over like 1,000 feet. This is the farthest, not the farthest west I've been, but this is the farthest west I've been with the truck. And I've never really experienced anything over, like I said, 1,000 feet. And it'll be fun to see what happens. It's a dually, so I don't really have to worry about it being crazy, going side to side or really do anything. I think it's really gonna plant and go. And I've driven that truck for I don't know how many years now, so I know it pretty well. We started getting into diesels, and it was something that we always wanted to do, and Yeah.
All right, here we have Seth Kuntz. Seth, that wasn't too bad for your first run, right?
Yeah, first time ever hooking to a sled. Was hoping for a little more, but you know, not too bad.
Looks like you passed the 200 mark. We'll have to wait to get the official measurement on it, but it sounds like the truck held together, and it looked like you had a pretty clean run. You had a little bit of where the front end was a little bit all over the place. You backed out, but then you got right back in, and you got like another 25 plus feet.
Yeah, I tried to hit the unlock for the converter, and I missed it. Finally hit it, and then laid back into it once it unlocked, and it was a little bit under the chargers. And I was hoping it would come back alive, but it didn't. And the freaking sled hit, and it hit pretty hard.
Yeah. Oh, some of the other guys were saying when this sled wants you to stop, you're done.
Yeah. When it hits full weight and starts to dig in, it's stopping you. I don't care what you have.
So how was your week overall? What was your experience like for Diesel Power Challenge, and what would you say to somebody who's thinking about entering maybe next year?
I mean, it was grueling. We were up past 12 literally every night working on stuff, changing converters and thrust bearings and just making sure the truck was good to go. I mean, it's been a blast. But yeah, if I were to do it again next year, I'd make sure I had more testing on the truck, because we changed a few things before we came out here, and I had maybe 2 weeks of testing on the thing, and we had a few issues, and if we had more testing, I would have been able to, work those out.
But more importantly, was it worth it?
Yeah, I think so. Me and my brother we have a shop in North Georgia that we're starting up called Kuntz Bros Diesel, that just trying to showcase what we do. We built the engine, I built the tranny, he poured and polished the head. I mean, we did this entire truck. I
think that's a testament. Yeah, I was gonna say that's a testament that your work lasted throughout Diesel Power Challenge, and here you are on the final day, truck still running. Obviously, you guys put a lot of work into it and a lot of pride into your competition, but you guys did great, and congratulations on making it all the way through the end.
Yeah, obviously we would have liked to do better, but the fact that it's the first time we've really done anything like this, and it's, like you said, still running and we're still going, that if we might try and come back and take the win.
All right, man. Well, congratulations, everybody. That's Seth Kuntz from is it Jefferson, Georgia? Jefferson, Georgia.
From the street to the track, XDP is your true one-stop shop for diesel power and performance. You can count on XDP from the sale through the installation process to provide award-winning customer service and technical assistance. Our performance specialists are factory trained to provide you with the most accurate purchasing decision possible. Don't be fooled by other companies who claim to have a large selection of inventory. We stock what we sell, offering you the best price and fastest shipping times in the industry. XDP's 30-day $5 price beat guarantee means you'll never overpay. If you find a better price, we'll beat it, guaranteed. Visit us online at xdp.com or call 1-888-DIESEL-4. and see for yourself why XDP is the nation's largest diesel performance parts retailer.
Power like this can lead to major wear. AMSOIL delivers powerful protection for critical components so you can harness that diesel power with confidence. How good is it? In 200-hour head-to-head testing against a leading diesel oil, AMSOIL provided long-lasting protection and kept cylinder liners looking like new. What good is all that power if your oil can't handle the load? Get your diesel the protection it needs at amsoil.com/diesel.
Traditional off-road LED lights have their limitations, so we set out to create a unique premium off-road light. Pro 6 LED light was designed with a gravity reflective diode for unparalleled beam shape, light performance, and clarity. Our patented infinity ring system allows for easy transformation of the Pro 6 light bar between straight or curved light orientations. Lights are available in light bar systems ranging from 20 inches to 57-inch widths and everything in between. KC Highlights. Timeless design, legendary performance.
Get the power to the ground with a transmission upgrade kit from PPE. PPE Stage 4, 5, and 6 transmission upgrade kits feature heavy-duty clutches and steels, valve body enhancements, triple clutch torque converters, and more. These upgrades increase transmission holding power and improve shifting performance, allowing for a transmission capable of handling high-stress situations. Check them out today at ppediesel.com. PPE, innovations in diesel performance.
All right, so here I am with Cody Lambert. Dude, all right, we've been hearing rumors all day. Cody's on the side of the road. Cody's on a tow truck. Cody had an engine replaced. What is the story with Cody Lambert today?
Well, at the track yesterday, after I let off my pass, the motor let go, melted down a piston and cracked 4 other ones. And then
You only cracked 4 more?
only 4 more, and took out the blocks.
So you had 1 good piston?
Yep. That's all we had left out of the motor. We had to get a whole new block, all new pistons, gaskets, bearings. We haven't even been to sleep yet. We're cranking away at this, working out all the bugs still, so we'll see what it does here.
So is it true that we saw you on a tow truck earlier today and we all thought you were out, but then you show up at the track and now it's running? What the heck?
It's true, yeah.
All right, so the burning question that I have for you is how many years do you have to do dishes for Clint and ATS to pay off whatever your bill is over there? Because you guys, I think you owned a rack in his shop this whole week.
About 24 hours, yeah. Definitely owe him a lot.
Awesome. So they got you taken care of, and you guys found you a new block or new engine, or how did that work?
Yeah, they had a block sitting on the shelf and standard size pistons like I already had, so we just cut some pistons and used my old rods and crank, and
it sounds good. I mean, it sounds healthy. Are you ready? You think the truck's ready?
We'll find out.
Have you ever sled pulled before?
No.
All right, so what's your strategy going into this, having never sled pulled before with an engine that has probably, 2 miles of braking on it?
Yeah, I mean, we got to break it in somehow, so might as well hook it to the sled.
Are you going to go for broke and give it everything, or are you going to try and baby it so you can get it home?
I'll probably get it home.
You're saying I'm going to get it home, and in the throes of it, you're going to be hitting every switch possible and giving it everything you got. I can already see the look in your face and the gleam of in your eyes. So, all right, well, get out down there, hook up to the sled, and we'll see you at the end of your run.
Alrighty, thank you.
I'm Cody Lambert from Walpocanet, Ohio. It's an 06 Dodge Ram 3500. It's got the 5.9 Cummins compounds, nitrous. I added compound turbos. I was running a single prior to coming out here, and I guess we're just gonna see what it has. Like elevation, always wanted to try it, so the truck's a previous sled truck, so it's got it in it. I know that. I've got quite a few passes in on it, and I'm comfortable with how the truck runs down the track, so.
Just a little twisted? Yeah. Guys, make sure all this shit gets taken.
All right, so we have the last track of the day, Cody, coming up right now. So we'll chat with him really quick. Hey, Cody, right here. All right, Cody Lambert. Saw the run. It looked like you rolled into it real smooth. What was that all about?
Tried to do second gear launch it. This turbo wasn't having it.
Just couldn't light it up here at the altitude?
Nope. I wish I would have started them first, but...
The truck sounds great. It doesn't sound like anything was damaged, although it stalled out there in the end, and then I saw you pop the hood. What was that all about?
The ignition ain't working right now, so we're having voltage issues, and it don't want to stay running.
So everybody take a look. Cody can get you there. How do you feel about your week?
It's been a good week. Long day, like yesterday, obviously, but other than that, I enjoyed it.
Congratulations on making it all the way to the end of Diesel Power Challenge. You're still running. Looks like the truck's healthy. You'll be able to get it home in one piece. And that was your first pull. That wasn't too bad, right?
Yeah, it wasn't bad. Got a lot of cleaning to do now, though, but
Yeah, you definitely look like you take really good care of this truck, and you may not even just drive down the highway. You have so much wax on this thing, the dust might blow right off of it.
I hope so.
All right, man. Well, congratulations. We'll catch up with you soon.
All right, thank you guys.
All right, so that was the last truck here at Diesel Power Challenge. In just a few moments, we'll give you the official scoring results in terms of distance. So we'll be back with you in just a couple minutes.
Cody Pulliam, number 1, 2004 Duramax.
Matt Meyer, number 2, 1997 F-250.
Billy Hartzell, number 3, 2008 Chevy Duramax.
Cody Lambert, truck number 4, 2006 Dodge Ram 3500.
Steven Lucetto, number 5, 06 Ram 2500.
Richard Coker, truck number 6, 2006 Chevrolet 2500 HD.
Brad Sankey, truck number 7, 2005 Chevy Silverado 2500 HD.
Andrew McCain, truck number 8, 2006 Dodge Ram 2500.
Darren Dutton, number 9, 2009 Ford F-350.
Seth Kuntz, number 10, 97 Dodge Ram 3500.
All right, everybody, this is Sean Holman, and here we are, Bandimere Speedway, the very end of Diesel Power Challenge 2019. We just wrapped up the sled pull, and I actually have right here the final results. So I'll read those off to you right now. This is the first place you're going to get it. We have in 8th place in the sled pull, Coker with 152 feet. 7 is Matt Meyer, 155.1 feet. In 6th, Lambert with 179.01. 5, Lucero, 182.08. 4, Hartzell with 197.07. And our top 3 finishers of the sled pull, 3 is Kuntz with 208.03. 2 is McCain, 228.1. And our winner of the sled pull is Sankey, first place, 265.06. Can't say thank you enough to our sponsor, our presenting sponsor, XDP, and our sponsor of the live stream, UTI. Thank you so much for tuning in. We will be back later on tonight about 8 p.m., and we'll have the live stream of the banquet, the award ceremony, so be sure to check back with our live stream then. Until then, Sean P. Holman here at Bandimere Speedway in Denver, Colorado, Diesel Power Challenge 2019, filling in for my buddy Brian Loans. Thank you so much, everybody, and we'll see you soon.